How many of you are still awake? That means lunch is not good. If the lunch is good and if you are still awake, that means the program is going well and the speakers are doing a great job. Yes? Yeah, great. And also I would like to borrow the example given by one of the speaker about frog in the boiling water. We have only one brain and so many sessions since morning. Given the opportunity, everyone wants to run out of this meeting as soon as it is possible. Right? It is too difficult to absorb many things. Before I start, I would like to ask a question. How many of you agree with me PET is one of the greatest invention of our generation? Yes? Yeah. At least I hear many voices. Thanks. Indorama Ventures, a PET manufacturing company. Along with PET, we also manufacture feedstocks, fibers. We are also into recycling business. We have operations in 29 countries with 85 operating facilities. We have our recycling facilities, 10 recycling facilities in 6 countries. We have been expanding this business year on year, emphasizing our focus on recycling. Recently, a couple of months back, we acquired one plant in France. As you can see here on the picture, plastics is everywhere. As many speakers mentioned, plastics is everywhere. It is inextricable from our life. We use it in one form or the other since we wake up in the morning until we sleep. It made our life more comfortable and so easy. Right? We speak a lot about plastics. How many of us know how many types of plastics exist? 7 types of plastics. PET is one among them. Each plastic has its own characteristics. Some are easy to recycle, such as PET, which is 100% recyclable. Some are not. Why I'm saying this, many of the consumers, even including me, were not aware of these different types of plastics and the numbers that are displayed on the labels. If the consumers are more educated about these numbers, it will be easy for them to separate at source and more recycled product comes into recycling business more and more in a more cleaner manner. As we all know, every innovation comes with several advantages, at the same time with downsides also, right? In Stone Age, we used to walk to travel from one place to another. Thanks to technologies, it made our life more easy. We can travel faster and faster to the extent that mankind today can reach the space. This journey was not easy. There were several challenges in terms of accidents, fatalities, pollution, many more. Had we just focused on those challenges, today we wouldn't have achieved these many improvements, including landing on the moon. Same is the case with PET. It is a very miraculous product, greatest invention, but the mankind made into a global crisis. Yes, plastic is a miraculous product. As Sadhguru, a well-known intellectual and spiritual master in India, who doesn't need any introduction to Indians here, has spoken about plastics. I would like to play a short video here.
Wastage. So we have solutions to revitalize the rivers, but what is the solution to remove the existing plastic wastage? There's a lot of it in India or anywhere. Yeah, so what are the solutions to remove that?
See, plastic is a miraculous material. Let's understand this. All the plastic warriors, please listen to me carefully. Plastic is a miraculous material. It's one of the most fantastic materials that human beings have created. The problem is not of plastic, the problem is of human irresponsibility. So that's what we need to fix. If we generate a more responsible population, plastic is a wonderful thing. How many things in our lives have become easy and wonderful because of plastics? But we think plastics are bad. Plastics are not bad. Plastic is a wonderful, fantastic material. Human beings have become irresponsible. Let's fix that. But the damage that's already done, please understand, all the damage that we have done in the form of pollution, it is not very difficult to fix, it just needs determined political action and responsible action from the citizens of this country and the world, which can be done. But the more serious problem is the depletion of resource. Depletion of soil and water is a far more serious problem and much more difficult to revitalize. You are saying, okay, we will revitalize the rivers. It's not as simple as that. But removing the plastic is not really a big problem. If we have a project to remove that, first you get Hyderabad city responsible enough that they don't throw plastics all over the place. Then you will see removing it is just a matter of 1 month or 2 months. The entire Telangana, whatever plastic, we can remove it in a 2 months' time. What do you say, Visweswar? First stop throwing it. You stop that, removing it will happen in 2 months and we can recycle the plastic. It's a very useful material. A material that does not deteriorate is not against you. This means you can use it 1,000 times. Anything that you can use 1,000 times over means we are not going to exploit other resources unnecessarily. So plastic is a solution for environmental problems that we have, but unfortunately we have made a solution into a problem.
The message is clear, right? As I mentioned, we have 10 recycling facilities in 6 countries which are into mechanical recycling. We recently entered 2 agreements for chemical recycling. While mechanical recycling is very important, but it has some limitations. We can't recycle colored PET along with non-colored PET. Of course, it is vice versa. We can't recycle non-colored PET with colored PET. Chemical recycling is enticing several advantages. It is in its initial stages. It is yet to be commercially proven. If it does, it has potential to recycle colored PET, all types of PET together. It has potential to recycle any type of plastic which is equivalent to 100% virgin PET. It has potential to upcycle all types of plastics such as fiber, carpets, or any other plastic products into valuable goods rather than sending them into land waste. We have been expanding this business year on year. In addition to this mechanical recycling and chemical recycling, we are also working with some of the partners such as petrol stations, where we want to see waste recycling bins or collection bins at every petrol station. Eventually, this should happen at every mall or shopping mall or anywhere. Today, the challenge for PET recycling is, there are several challenges. Some of them are cost, and the other one is non-availability of raw material. Even the raw material that comes back into recycling is full of dirty mud, making that into a challenging process. It needs a lot of water, electricity to clean it, to make it usable. This makes the process cost ineffective. This makes the recycled PET more expensive than virgin PET. So it is very important to educate, as Sadhguru has mentioned, to the consumers that they send it back to recycling in a more cleaner form. Here, as you can see, and as many speakers mentioned, it is not possible by any one party to handle this global crisis. Several players have to play their own role, from producers to recyclers. As you can see, I have many dreams, some of which here you can see. I'm glad to hear from Ben Jordan from Coca-Cola once again that they have a very ambitious target of recycling every bottle. Similarly, I wish to see every manufacturer, every beverage company, and many other players come up with such kind of targets and make those targets into actions. Change in consumer behavior is also one of the important aspects, as Sadhguru has mentioned. As long as that doesn't happen, this is not going to work out. Me Too. Everyone knows about Me Too, right? It is very popular. A revolution has to happen similarly for recycling also. Today, only the educated people or intellectuals are talking about recycling. Common man, it has not reached to common man. Only when it reaches to common man, more recycling can happen. It can be in any of the forms. In the recent past, I attended several seminars on plastic waste. While the intention is on addressing global plastic waste, it is very good, but more actions to come up, need to come. Today we see less actions, more talk. I wish more talk and more actions. I would like to conclude, PET is a miraculous product. PET is one of the greatest invention. PET is 100% recyclable. Let's use it wisely, responsibly for better tomorrow. Thank you.